Hello, thanks for joining a new video. This time I have a complete review of the HAYLOU Watch 4. Let's get started. This is a watch that competes in the most economical segment, meaning you can usually find it priced at approximately 800 Mexican pesos. It's obvious that we are discussing a watch whose most appealing feature is its price point. In the description below, I've included a link where you can go to purchase it. I want to emphasize that the price is just an estimate and can change, but for further details I have provided the link for you. Let's break it down point by point so you can understand it. Let's begin our discussion by focusing on the design aspect. It's evident that we're discussing a watch with a circular format. While the bezels aren't extremely minimized, you'll find that the aesthetic is remarkably appealing. The body of the watch has reflective qualities that give it the appearance of being metallic. It includes a digital crown, which by the way is crafted from an aluminum alloy material, and this digital crown also functions as a button. The app drawer is an excellent feature. By pressing it once, you can easily access the application list. Furthermore, if you're navigating in another part of the watch, a simple tap will bring you back to the main screen effortlessly. Interestingly, when you're inside the list of applications, if you press the home button and the digital crown twice, you will be able to alternate between the various views of applications that are available. This feature is quite attractive. I haven't found so many view options in the application drawer of any other watch before, and it's very curious to see this for the first time in a watch that's so inexpensive. We will find another button that would be the secondary button to directly access the list of exercises. This button is not customizable, but I think that for an economic watch is fine. Something to consider as an important benefit is that here we are going to find the crystal. Therefore, it is slightly curved at the edges, which gives it a more refined and sophisticated aesthetic appearance. In addition, in the box, they provide a screen protector that you can apply to safeguard it. In this case, it is not sapphire or Gorilla Glass or something abandons. But for the price range, I think it's fine. And the fact of including this additional mica, I think it could benefit in terms of resistance. The thickness will be 13.2 millimeters. Let's say that the standard in watches is not perceived as a watch neither too thick nor ultra thin. Its weight is 62 grams considering the strap. And by the way, since we are talking about the strap, the box also includes another option a little more minimalist. I really like this default option because it comes with a variety of different reliefs. It actually reminds me quite a lot of the straps from Apple and Samsung. Seeing this in such an affordable price range is impressive. Additionally, the clasp is going to be quite novel, once again reminding me of the Samsung watches. To store the loose part of the band, you just need to insert it into this small hole. Honestly, it's very practical and convenient. It's important to mention that these straps are easily interchangeable, allowing you to purchase a different one if desired. Lastly, regarding the materials used, we will find plastic on the back, which is typical for this price range. Incidentally, I own the black edition, but there's also a white Ed available as an alternative. This version, interestingly enough, reminds me quite a bit of Samsung watches. When it comes to water resistance, this watch is marketed as having the 1 ATM level. This level is not commonly advertised on watches, which might lead to some confusion among users. It is important to clarify that in this context, the watch can withstand splashes, so you can wear it in the rain or during exercise without worrying that sweat will damage it. Additionally, you can wear it while washing your hands without any concerns. It does not necessarily need to be removed, however. It is generally not advised for activities like swimming or submersion in water. Let's talk about the screen. It doesn't disappoint. It's a high-quality AMOLED panel with great color saturation and perfect contrast. The size is 1.43 inches, suitable for a smartwatch, with a resolution of 466 pixels. For the price, it's excellent. The screen might be one of its strongest features, especially for budget watches. Usually, we find simpler IPS screens. It has a peak brightness of 1000 nits for good visibility in sunlight. It includes always-on display, keeping the time visible but using more battery. Unlike pricier watches, it lacks a similar dial when inactive. In settings, choose an analog or digital face. For always on display, you have two options. It also has a gesture to turn on the screen by turning your wrist. I think it's fine in all these ways. Regarding the sound, we will also discover some positive aspects. If it includes a built-in microphone and speaker, it means you can make calls directly from the watch or even answer when there's an incoming call. I believe this is a particularly appealing feature because once again, in economical watches, we typically do not encounter these kind of features. Even though it has an integrated speaker, In this particular case, it would not enable you to transfer music or files to the watch for local playback. Fortunately, we will have Bluetooth controls available, allowing you to switch to the next song, pause, resume, or adjust the volume of the playback from your watch on your cell phone. Additionally, the microphone might also provide some assistance with the function of the artificial intelligence assistant. However, it's important to note that in this particular case, it is not an assistant that operates directly on the cell phone, but rather it's simply activating the assistant called it on your phone, so you hear the response there, not on the watch. So it doesn't seem so advanced to me, but, well, it's nice that in an inexpensive watch they integrate this kind of options. Now let's discuss the health and monitoring features. It covers the basics, and for a budget watch, this is positive. It tracks your steps, estimated calories burned, distance, and gives notifications like when to stand up or drink water. I think this experience could positively impact health management. For heart or blood, it lets us monitor heart rate constantly, though you can't set the detection frequency or activate high or low rate alerts like pricier watches. What you can access through the app includes data about the range you've experienced throughout the day, showing both the highest and lowest peaks, as well as your current heart rate. Additionally, it has the capability to monitor your blood oxygen levels. However, this feature is initially disabled by default, and enabling it might slightly decrease the battery life. In terms of sleep tracking, it offers the standard monitoring features, meaning it can analyze your various sleep patterns in detail. When we talk about sleep stages, we're referring to light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. These are the fundamental stages, the basics, if you will, in this particular case. Moreover, it will provide us with the stress measurement. However, we need to be cautious not to confuse it, as the translation can sometimes lead to misunderstandings. In certain instances, you might notice it reads as tension, while in others, it might say pressure, yet it specifically refers to stress. In this particular case, the continuous measurement feature is turned off by default. Therefore, if you wish to access this information, you will need to activate it in the settings menu, keeping in mind that it will result in higher battery consumption. And in connection with this, it brings the application of breathing exercises, which you can use if you want to try to relax. For women, it also provides menstrual cycle tracking, although it does so in a rather basic manner since it lacks temperature sensors or other sophisticated features that could help provide a more accurate prediction. Let's take some time to discuss sports now. Officially, this includes more than a total of 120 different sports modes, which certainly sounds very appealing. However, in this particular case, it should be noted that they are only in name. In other words, if you were to choose any algorithm, it might not fully represent the actual diversity or depth of these sports modes. So, let's delve a bit deeper into what this really means. If it's sports specific, you won't have measurements detailed for that sport, but it is a standard measurement for all sports. It will give you metrics like the time you have spent on the exercise, the approximate calories you have burned. It might also give you in some ways the distance you have traveled and the heart rate. But for example, if you choose to jump rope, it will not tell you how many jumps you have done and similar things. So more details of very specific exercises it will not be able to give you. It also doesn't have automatic detection, but hey, they're detailed, found in pricier watches, so being overly critical isn't quite fair. However, a standout feature is its multi-band GPS, offering excellent accuracy for tracking outdoor routes. Athletes may see it as a good entry-level option if they're not looking to invest heavily in a smartwatch, but still want basic measurements. For the battery, we have a capacity of 400 mAh, which means up to 10 days of typical use for this watch. Typical use refers to default settings and not using it excessively or receiving too many notifications daily, so it can vary significantly. Remember, battery life depends on your daily habits. In a basic mode, with more options disabled, it could last up to 18 days. Or with fewer notifications or notifications off. With GPS, the manufacturer claims it can last up to 26 hours of continuous use. However, if you use the always-on display feature, they promise it can last up to 3 days. But based on the tests I conducted and after calculating the consumption, it seems you would get around 28 hours with the always-on display activated. Therefore, if you choose to enable this option, you'll likely need to charge your watch daily. On the other hand, if you decide not to use the always-on feature, you might only need to charge your watch about once a week. Also, take into account that the charging speed is quite fast. In just 15 minutes, it provides 15% battery. After 30 minutes, it increased to 43%, which I believe is quite a good number, especially since it's not a watch that requires daily charging. The full charge was nearly completed in an hour and a half, reaching 98%. However, this last stage took a while and the entire charge was completed in 1 hour and 50 minutes. I insist in 1.5 hours the watch is almost fully charged. The manufacturer claims 2 hours. Charging, but is often less. The experience is good. Charging uses magnetic pins on the back, Let's proceed now to delve into examining the system that this watch is equipped with so you can become familiar with it. As you're aware, by swiping from the top down, we gain access to a variety of quick controls. For instance, there's a button available to activate the Do Not Disturb mode, which is useful for preventing the screen from turning on accidentally. When we deactivate this mode, you'll notice that it automatically enables the option to illuminate the screen by simply turning your wrist, a feature that proves to be quite helpful in many situations. Then we find a manual brightness control. Since there's no auto brightness, there's also a button to quickly turn the screen into flashlight mode, just for on and off with no other effects. It offers quick access to info cards that we add via the app, and finally settings access, which we'll see soon. The app also gives us the status of the battery and the connectivity with the smartphone. If we slide from left or right, we will find a quick panel that curiously gives us the time once more. Then there is a quick access to some applications, and once again, access to quick cards, or finally, access to the complete list of applications. By the way, we can also access this by pressing the button. As I had mentioned before, we are also going to have various options for viewing the applications, allowing us to interact in a different manner. The reality is that it offers excellent options to change how the applications we have are presented. As you can observe, the variety available is quite extensive, and this is one of its main attractions and strengths. If we slide from right to left, we will find the quick information widgets for certain sections depending on what has been monitored or what you have activated. Furthermore, when we slide our finger from the bottom of the screen to the top, we are able to access the notifications. The notifications you see here aren't the most advanced globally. For instance, when you get a new message on WhatsApp and have multiple unread ones, you'll initially receive notifications for all those remaining messages, and then at the bottom, you'll see the new notification. In this scenario, the operation is quite basic. It lacks quick reply options, can't display emojis, and doesn't show stickers. As you noticed, it doesn't group them effectively either. In fact, you may get repeated notifications if you're receiving one. There are many messages, and this can lead to a somewhat chaotic view, particularly if you receive multiple messages consecutively. Therefore, the notifications can definitely feel quite basic. Besides the applications I had already shown you when I was describing the various functionalities of this watch, we will discover some other options. For instance, the camera shutter is one feature we could highlight as a particularly strong point of this device. In this particular case, it's important to note that when you open the shutter, the phone will automatically launch a camera app that isn't the native one, and this should be taken into account. However, the good news is that if you're planning to use this remote shooting feature as a utility, it's quite interesting because it also functions with the front camera. What really surprised me is that this feature is also available on iPhones, which is quite unusual for smartwatches in general, especially within this price range. Then we find the call to the voice assistant, which I already explained how it works. We will also find access to World Clock, which you can add from the application itself, and of course also manage your alarms, which you can also manage from the cell phone if you want something much easier and more comfortable. But here from the clock, you can also set the time and repeat days. Although you cannot individually customize sounds or vibration patterns. You can ring the phone without issue. We also have calendar access shown in agenda view for comfort, but you can switch to month view by pressing the top. We found the calculator here with basic operations, no tip calculation. And we also have the SOS function, which will ask you to first set up an emergency contact to be able to initiate the call immediately. Interestingly, it is a watch that does offer access to games. This will be another of the most prominent functions, because in the price range it's very rare that you find watches that allow you to have this level of entertainment, which is obviously basic, but I think it can help. To entertain you when you're bored, I believe it provides a great experience. Let's find out how skilled a player I am. Can I at least clear the first hurdle? Look, I did it. I'm a top player. So there you have it. We not only have this basic game, but also other simple options to keep you amused, like 2048, which is also quite entertaining. It might not have as many visual animations, but if you're familiar with the games, you don't need many animations to have fun. I absolutely insist that this is indeed a remarkably good option when it comes to playing games. In conclusion, let's proceed to the settings, and here you will observe that the clock has some translations, which are not very precise. In this section, you can configure the duration for which you want the screen to remain on before turning off, as well as the style of your clock face. Through the application, we can also see that we have a sufficiently good variety available. Then we can change the menu style here, as I had already told you a moment ago. And if we want it to turn on when we turn the wrist, we can also configure the vibration a bit. By the way, I had forgot to mention that it does have a vibration motor, although it is on the shaft and simple, but obviously at the price it was expected. Do Not Disturb mode, there is also an option to lock the screen, although the watch does not have such advanced features, but if you want to add a lock, you can have it. In addition, there is a battery saving mode available, which can assist you in extending the device's autonomy even more. You can also decide if you want the device to vibrate when you rotate the digital crown. Furthermore, within the phone settings, you'll find options for enabling these call functions or multimedia audio directly on this watch. Additionally, there's an always-on display dial selector where you can choose whether you prefer it to be analog or digital. There's also an EPO update option related to GPS connectivity. And finally, the basic options for rebooting, shutting down, or resetting the system. As you can see, the watch's software is somewhat basic, but it performs well for its price. The app you'll use to connect it to your phone is called HAYLOU Phone, and it shows the battery status. Here, you can access the full list of available covers. You can see there's a great variety to choose your favorite. Plus, you can customize the watch face, arrange the clock differently, select your own background photo, and adjust colors and visual indicators. The customization options for the dials are excellent. We'll find the health settings to enable or disable options, then adjust app permissions to avoid. There are issues with the connections to your watch. Additionally, you need to manage notifications effectively. This involves selecting which applications will send you notifications and which ones will not. Furthermore, you have to control alarms, as well as reminders to stand up or drink water, and also manage world clock settings. It also allows searching for the clock to make a sound and vibrate. Usually, we encounter the reverse function, but this one is quite unique. Here, you have the option to add your QR codes, making them directly accessible on the watch. This feature can be particularly handy for things like boarding passes and similar items. The experience provided here will also be excellent. Additionally, there's the management of your calendar. Lastly, you can configure how your emergency contact will function, and you can also activate a quick shortcut by pressing the side button 3 times. Here, you can also set how the heart rate analysis functions during exercise, like getting alerts if your heart rate hits a high limit. That's essentially it. The watch can receive firmware updates, so features might change later. For now, that's about it. It's clear the watch can be updated in the future, but for now, that's about it. So, that's about it. Let you access your monitoring history for steps, calories, heart, and more. We've come to the end of this video review for now. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to let us know, and we'll see you next time.